What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Maxed Out Fitness. My name is Seth Max, personal trainer, registered dietitian. I am bringing you today a success story interview. Actually, it is my father who is down, well, I'll let him tell you, but quite a bit of weight. Huge success story for me personally and professionally. And I'm excited to bring this to you. So let's jump right in. So, Marty.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about where we were in December of 2022.
December of 2022, I was kind of big. Was finding it hard to just do a lot of things. I was too big, but I knew it. I was getting a little scared. Anybody who knows, who's been big, knows that your world gets small and clothes don't fit, so I don't want to go to church anymore. I don't want to go do things. It's hard to get on the floor with the grandkids and play and wrestle. It was tough. I was getting scared. That's where I was. Bottom line, just a week after December, I went to the doctor and I got the official weigh-in from the doctor, 299 pounds. So that was my official, that was it. That was my Waterloo moment.
Right.
That was it. So.
And for reference, how tall are you?
That's another point of contention with my doctor, but my doctor says I'm 5'7.5".
Okay, so 5'8".
5'8".
Solid 5'8" there.
Solid 5'8".
So 5'8", this close to 300.
Yes.
That's a couple sips of water away, basically, or a heavier pair of shoes away.
Yeah.
But I never actually heard the world gets small as you get big, but it's a good point. I mean, like, back in December, would you have been able to fit in a roller coaster with your grandkid?
No.
But now?
Now, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd be in the front.
Right.
Right, yeah.
Getting in and out of cars, I drive a Honda, and I know when you used to get in my car, it was a tight squeeze.
Yeah. We had to make sure that seat was back, and
right.
My wife and I, we were kind of planning, we were thinking about a vacation, and she just flat out told me, we ain't going on vacation until you can do some more walking. And so we were looking at going out of the country.
Right.
And we've yet to plan that, but that was
doable
it.
now.
Now it's doable.
Doable now, yeah. So then January, you went to the doctor, 299, probably a big, maybe light bulb going on inside the head.
Yeah.
What else changed? Because I know in January you got started.
A couple things a little before that in October. Because I was so big and hard to breathe, especially at night, I got a CPAP machine. So it helped me sleep better. And now I'm kind of not even using it.
Right.
But I used it then and it helped me sleep. And I found out I didn't need 10 hours of sleep. I could get by on less.
Yeah. Get some restful sleep, actually. Then.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And so I got that, and I went and saw a chiropractor. Anyway, it's kind of like an alternative.
He's more of a functional medicine kind of
guy.
Yeah,
exactly, yeah. And so we talked, and I went through what I was doing and stuff, and he told me, you know what, Martin, let's do some vitamin C. So I started taking this heavy doses of vitamin C. It helped cool some of my cravings, because when you're that big, I eat a lot,
right.
And cravings. So the vitamin C helped calm that. And then the biggest thing was, I was sitting talking to my wife, and my wife's name is April. Seth's mother. I go, you think Seth will help me? And she goes, you got to call him. I go, I know, but I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of scared to call him. So I called you. He's like, come on over. However many hours later, I came on over, and he could probably tell you all the plan, but that's the CPAP, the vitamin C guy, you, of course, and a bit of being scared and overweight. So those things kind of combined for,
Right.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. I mean, so had a couple wake-up calls with the doctor.
Yeah.
Wanted to go on vacation, pushing 300, didn't want to cross that line. And he finally gave me a call. It's been a few years I've been doing this.
Yes.
And I know, like, it is extremely hard to get coached and coach family or close friends.
Yeah.
Like, I can't tell my wife what to go do in terms of working out and eating. It's very hard for me to tell my father what to do. And it's very hard for him to listen. So, like, finding someone who you can listen to, or finally opening up to whoever's been trying to help you, it's a big point.
Yeah.
So we get started in January. We hop on our plan. Our main thing was, what was our main thing?
Got to get moving.
Right.
Get moving. And
got to start movement.
Yeah.
And, you wanted to come out hot out the gate. Tried some running and stuff.
Tried some running. What happened?
So what happened and what did we do?
Yeah, had a little success. I can now walk, for like an hour now, I mean, I was like, really? So why not run?
Right.
It was a
Still like 280 something at this point.
yeah, maybe a 278, I don't know, something big. Anyway, so it was February, so a Valentine's Day race. So, it's cold and everything, and yeah, let's just hit it. And I messed up my knee. I couldn't walk.
A little injury. Kind of
Yeah.
set us back a little bit.
Yeah, it was like 3 weeks before I started walking again. I mean, actually exercising. So that was a lesson learned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so one of the biggest things that we have done, like in terms of all-encompassing exercise over the last 9 months now, what's your number one thing you've done?
Don't get hurt?
Well, no, like what form of exercise?
Oh, walking.
Walking.
Yeah, walking.
Right?
Yeah,
and
that's
it's probably like at least 60 to 70% of your total exercise over the last 9 months.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
5% running.
Yeah.
You've done a lot more biking lately.
Yeah.
Another form of long-form cardio.
Yeah. To try to save the knee a little bit.
And I mean, it took a while to get to a size where you were comfortable on a bike.
Yeah, especially a road bike. You know, it's not like a, big fat tire bike.
Yeah. But those first 50 pounds, all walking.
Yeah.
We didn't even...
Never touched a weight. Didn't touch a weight.
Right.
I still don't even like weightlifting. I just do it because you tell me to.
Right. And when did we actually start weightlifting? It's been like 2 months.
Maybe 2 months. Yeah, I could go back. We did a 4-day program to start, one of the on the app ones. But maybe first August.
Okay. So for exercise, first 7 months, there was some attempts at running. But it was mainly walking. Just getting out and moving.
Yep.
Using the treadmill, getting out on the road, getting more steps at work.
Yeah. Walking to the other office, back.
Right, instead of just driving over.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, taking the stairs instead of an escalator or an elevator if you're in an office building, things like that. I mean, it's just literally moving more.
Yeah.
Burning more calories throughout the day and being more active.
Yeah.
And that was it for the first 7 months in terms of exercise.
Yeah, just walking. Yeah.
All right, so then if we look at the other half of this, well, another part of it, maybe not the other half, but nutrition.
Yes.
What was first steps for nutrition?
The first step for nutrition, and this is kind of weird, was my wife said, "Martin, I will not be responsible for your food," which gave me freedom. I didn't have to worry about eating her food. She's a great cook, but I know
great baker too.
A very good baker.
Desserts.
And I didn't have to worry. I didn't have to feel none of that. Just like, I'm not being responsible for your food. So Seth and I, I don't know if you're plugging people or what.
No, I mean, like, we sat down, we figured out, hey, what do you enjoy eating?
Yeah.
And we know that you go out to breakfast pretty much every morning, same thing, same day, same place, same time. And so we came up with a good meal there.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Still eating the same thing, maybe subbing 1 or 2 things, because we have a lot more freedom now.
Now, yeah.
And then lunch and dinner. It was going out to eat.
Yeah, every day.
Probably for lunch and dinner, unless April's cooking.
Yeah, we had dinner, maybe not so much, but lunch every day for work, going out.
And so, what do we do for lunch then?
Now?
Yeah.
Well, we've got a meal plan that I get. And
Clean Eats. So it's a meal prep company local to us, but they're around the country.
Are they?
And, it's very, very simple. Like, if no one else can be responsible for your food and you're not the best cook, it's like, hey, this will work. And so we had 2 of those a day, high protein ones.
Yeah, extra protein, and everything is marked. All the macros are there.
All the macros.
So I put it in my phone app, and I just pick it because it rotates about every 3 months. You get that same meal again.
Yeah.
Or can. You find out what you like and don't like, but yeah.
And I mean, it's been working.
Yeah.
Because we can do the same breakfast. We threw a protein shake in there as a quick snack. Have lunch, have dinner planned. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to, I got no food. I guess I'm going to go hit Burger King or whatever it is.
Yeah.
We did that for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
And so that's been the basics of the plan. We were able to portion control and hit our calorie number.
Yep.
We were able to get higher protein.
Much higher.
Right? Because breakfast was high protein. Yeah. All those Clean Eats meals were high protein. We threw in a protein shake every now and then. And then we threw in extra exercise. And this has been what's getting you down roughly 10 pounds per month.
Yeah. Yeah. Real close. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the mentality of the scale. Because I know, like, you are like most people to where the scale is a make or break moment for you.
It's funny. Every day, it's get out of the shower, dry off, get ready, brush, the whole thing. Last thing I do before I go get dressed, step on that scale. And that's the moment. You can start to feel after a while, your body, but until it's there in those numbers, you don't know. So, the scale was really important, and a spot where I kind of had a little lull, and I'm just, man, Seth, I'm eating way too much. And he's like, Follow the plan, Dad. Follow the plan, Dad. Plan. All right. More water. So anyway, I followed the plan, and then the weight started to come off again. So apparently, I'm a believer.
Yeah. Any plan's usually going to be good enough. Ours was great, of course, but it's just literally the consistency of doing it long enough.
Yeah.
And so, like, how's your mentality with the scale now? Like, do you still, like, if it's up, is it still a bad day?
It's funny now because I lift weights. I go work out in the morning, and the place where I go, they don't have a scale.
Right.
So I don't even weigh myself but once a week now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I am.
Yeah.
I mean, then if it's up, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's not quite the albatross or the thing on my shoulder.
Right.
So.
If it's up, can you look back at the week and be like, okay, that meal, I could have done,
Oh, yeah. It's certainly some meals, but even that, after a while, the meals are really easy now. I mean, even if I don't have a clean eats type of thing, I know what to eat, you know. I mean, I'll get some tuna fish and some crackers and 2 or 3 packages of tuna fish. I mean, that's like 50 grams of protein.
Yeah.
Put a little mayo in and some pickles, which are nothing,
Right.
You can do that. But I forgot where I was going. But that happens when you get my age.
Well, the scale's been going down.
Oh,
How much are you down now, total?
Today or my lowest?
What's your lowest?
I hit 209.8.
So we lost 90 pounds.
We lost 90 pounds.
How long was that?
I think that was August 31st because my goal at the end of August was under 210.
Okay.
So I hit it.
Yeah.
September is not so favorable, but
90 pounds in
feel better.
roughly about 8.5, 9 months.
Yeah.
So that's pretty impressive for sure. I mean, like most people would kill for 10 pounds a month.
Yeah.
But I mean, like that is definitely above average.
Yeah.
But you were doing above average work because during this time, not only were you walking every day and hitting your protein, hitting your calories, doing portion control, stop drinking as well.
Yeah.
Because alcohol is a big thing in terms of adding calories, adding fat. You eat when you drink.
Yeah.
Not the greatest thing if you're looking to really lose weight.
No.
And so added more water instead.
Yeah.
And then also during this time, you completed 4x4 by 48 by David Goggins.
Yes.
So tell us about that a little bit.
Yeah. That's, it's funny. I don't think anything will work with weight loss until you get your head right. And Seth, our first meeting, you said you'd help me. And I said, I want to be helped. He gave me a book. And that's the book that helped start my mind. And that was by David Goggins' book.
Can't Hurt Me.
Can't Hurt Me. And wow, nice story, guy, And yeah, he's just a madman. So I kept just reading what he does and, following him a little bit on that. You get your food, nutrition. You get your activity, then you get your head right. And if the head's messed up, I'm not going to listen. I'm going to do my own thing. It's, and I can tell I haven't read that much in this last month. I've been real swamped, work and stuff, typical excuses, but I can tell. I'm getting a little more, maybe I don't have to, but I do. Yeah.
So 4x4 by 48 was 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours straight. And then you tacked on an extra 4 to just get a solid 26.
Yeah.
2 marathons in basically 2 days.
So walking, I did it over the weekend. I planned this out, and I tried to do it on a weekend with a full moon.
Right.
So I could maybe have a little bit light. Of course, second day, it's dark as I'll get out. I did make it through with no rain.
That's good.
So that was good. First few, I did 4-hour blocks, like it says, 4. So however it worked out, first night was a little nervous. I didn't like night walking, by myself, but it's okay. I live in a little town, so it's good. But the next day, you do the morning, you get to lunch. After lunch, I was really dragging. I came back in town. I talked to Seth, and I said, I'll walk with you. So we walked at the little park in town, 3/4 mile loop. And, that was really a help. Because I'm not saying I was going to quit, but boy, I was pretty because I knew night was coming again. Right. And I was not looking forward to night walking again. Yeah. But that helped me get kind of a little burst of energy. And I made it through. And then the last one, it's like, you know what? 4x4 by 48, I did the math, that's 24 miles. Well, let's just keep going. Yeah. So it wasn't part of so the last one I finished my last 4 miles, and then I just kept going another 4.
For solid 52.
Yeah, for solid 52.
Nice.
Yeah, because in one of the books that you had me read or something was just do more. Do one more. Or
Sounds like a Goggins thing.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
One more rep.
Yeah, something. Yeah. So that 4x4 48. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. And definitely one thing that pushed some weight loss as well. That's a lot of calories burned in 2 days. And that's a big mental feat that 99% of the population could not do.
Yeah. When you're in the middle of it, it's not as bad. But the walking I could walk it. I knew I could do it. If you told me I had to run it now, that would be different. Yeah. I'm glad I did it. I'm trying to contemplate doing it again. I'm trying to think about doing a winter one.
It's a good challenge. All right, so we did 4x4x48, but then we also did, so that was David Guy.
That was, yeah.
We did something by Andy Frisella.
Yes.
75 hard.
Yes.
Completed that. And now this, I remember, was a big turning point in our weight loss. This was like the first week you ever went up in weight.
Yeah.
Because this 75 hard is very strict. Like there's zero compromise.
Yes.
You must follow the diet plan 100%.
Yeah.
And I explained the diet plan is hit protein, hit calories. And you had struggled before this getting up there. Because, you know, it's just like, I'm going to eat a little bit less.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah. Not listening.
And so you had to eat more.
Yes.
And the scale went up.
Yeah.
Freaked out. Freaked out, I'm telling you. Whew. But stick to the plan.
Stayed with it.
Next week, whew, straight down.
Yeah.
And the week after that, and after that, and after that. And so tell us about 75 hard. Like, what did we get out of 75 hard?
I think in terms of weight loss, it's over 30.
Yeah.
30 pounds. I don't even remember. It's something. Yeah, it was a lot of weight loss. You know, he talks about that's not really even why you do it.
It's not a physical transformation program.
No, it's a mental thing.
Right.
Force you to read 10 minutes a day.
10 pages.
10 pages. You end up kind of reading more usually.
Yeah. You got to finish the chapter.
And no alcohol. You know, I had to tell a lot of people, no, I'm going to skip this one. I'm trying to tell myself to do it again because I've actually drank more alcohol in September. We kind of reached another goal that Seth may talk about, but I really don't want to anymore. I feel better without it.
Yeah.
You know, and it just, so that's what 75 hard. And I thought the best thing was that it made me kind of understand that I could do things that I maybe didn't like to or want to or
you're a little bit more comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yeah. You know, and I started getting up earlier. That's where 2 workouts. Kind of was thinking about doing that now, but I mean, on the weekends, I do 5 workouts. They range from lifting to walking class I take. So I just kind of multiplied it. So it gives you the ability to do stuff and kind of the foundation, I think.
Yeah.
So
that was a big win.
That was big. It was hard. I mean, I guess that's why they call it 75 hard, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's difficult for sure. You know, zero compromise on your diet, your exercise, reading the book, taking progress. Drinking a gallon of water a day was hard to get him to as well, but we did it.
Yeah.
And now he drinks more water, eats more protein, better portion control, exercises every day, and just continues to live this life now.
Yeah.
Which is a lot better. We still got room to go. That big goal we were working towards was being under 210. And we had a class reunion. How many years was it? 40-year class reunion that we were working towards.
Yeah.
90 pounds for it. Which is also why there was a little bit more drinking during September. But, and now we're feeling like, hey, gotta dial it back in.
Yes.
And, you know, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Just got back from vacation.
Well, sure.
In Gatlinburg. A little bit more moonshine than I expected. But now I'm like, you know, I was planning on doing 75 hard. Now I'm like, oh, I'm so ready for 75 hard.
Right.
So today's actually day 1 for me.
Oh, really?
Got 75 more days to go.
Yeah.
It's a good way to really dial it in. It's a bit extreme for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Not recommended for everybody. But when you get to that point, it is definitely a great program.
Because I know we did it, because the 4x4x48 worked towards that for a while.
Yeah.
When we finally did it, I remember that next week or so, just kind of bemoaning to Seth, like, and then he goes, you need to do 75 hard. I go, what's that? And he told me. So it was another kind of challenge to work toward. It'd be tough to do first off the bat. Well, I can't imagine doing it in January. You know, but after doing 4x4x48, I was ready. Yeah, so that was a good call.
You touched on something very important there is always having that next goal.
Yeah.
So like right now you may feel like you're kind of at a lull.
Yeah.
Because what's your goal right now?
Oh, that's a good
You don't know.
Yeah, kind of.
So pushing that goalpost is one thing you always need to keep in mind. So like we work towards 4x4x48. Huge accomplishment. And then what do we do now?
Right.
75 hard. Yeah. And we did that. And then it was like, hey, we're finishing up getting towards our 40th class reunion. Yeah. So we're working real hard. But now it's like, we don't have a goal right now. And so we're kind of in a lull. And so always pushing that goalpost forward. So we definitely got to come up with something to get us towards our next one.
Right, yeah.
But absolutely, you know, pushing that goalpost forward and forward and forward is going to help get you there. Yeah. You know, because once I get to a goal, I'm like, cool, I made it. Right. Next thing you know, I'm, I don't know, 10 pounds up or whatever it is.
Yeah, I get it.
And that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know? They run their mile in 8 minutes. Next thing you know, they didn't run for 2 weeks.
Goal setting is a big deal. Just, you know, I still wanted to lose more weight.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about what your doctor thinks now in terms of like labs and weights. Yeah. How's like everything there looking? What's he saying?
I went to some January course and then 6 months, and he came in and he called me skinny, which is, you know, like, It's kind of crazy. I've never been really skinny. That's not really a word that's to describe me. Lots of other words, but not that. So yeah, we did labs and stuff, and yeah, I mean everything's good.
Okay.
All positive.
That's good.
Yeah.
Definitely. So doctor's happier. He's kind of skinny.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my general practitioner.
Right.
But now, I don't know if you call it alternative medicine, but chiropractors.
Alternative, functional, maybe.
More comfortable going to that type of person. I had a couple appointments with a masseuse because I'm sore.
Right.
I'm not hurt, I'm just sore. And, she's helped work out some of that. Stuff you would never do.
Right.
When you're big. My shoulder's a little messed up.
Yeah.
I got needled the other day, and now it's working again.
That's good.
Instead of just suffering through or taking a pill.
Right.
I mean, yeah, I could be taking lots of ibuprofen. What does that do to my liver? Probably the same as alcohol, but I don't know. So yeah.
And so all throughout this process, we've been using the First Form app. It's where
yeah.
you track all your food.
Yep.
Where we hit our protein, hit our calories. Where you get your new lifting programs from.
Yep. Yeah.
Send in weekly check-ins.
Yep.
Every week. Usually the first one too. Sunday morning, 4 a.m. It's usually him. It's the first day that my check-ins can come in as a coach, and he's usually the first one. Usually because he's the first one up and first one after it. But tell me a little bit about how that helped. You watch the live streams in there.
Yeah. When I can, I would walk and I would watch the live streams the day later.
Yeah.
So you get to know the people, and even though you don't know them,
Feels like you do.
Yeah.
Just like all you feel like you know me.
Right, yeah. The app is great because it does exactly what we do.
Right.
Calories, protein, carbs, fats, and then you can put water on there. That's
Gotta track the water.
I tried to make my little band here to count jars of water. And anyway, it didn't work. But the app, you can store food. I mean, the same meal we talk about at breakfast.
Oh yeah, just copy paste.
It's great. I'm not anti-technology, but I would rather make a phone call, than to text somebody. But I've gotten really used to that app. But I didn't have it or something, that would be a struggle.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'd do, really. I mean, find another makeshift something or another. But
yeah. I mean, because there's other tracking apps out there.
Yeah.
But this one, I can see all your food. I can see your water. I can see your exercise. I can see your progress photos. I can see your weight.
Yeah.
It's all there for the coach, me, personal trainer, registered dietitian, coaching for $13 a month. Yeah. My dad got charged too.
Of course.
It's a great tool, absolutely, to help us get there.
Yeah.
And, having the accountability, the education, the resources that you need is huge.
Yeah.
And we've gotten the results, and we're going to continue to get more results.
Yeah,
and
that's the plan.
A lot of people, they don't understand that it's hard work that does the work. Hard work works, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, roundabout number, how many fad diets, diet pills, get results quick schemes have you done in the past 20 years?
Oh my goodness.
Because growing up, I know your weight has gone.
Yeah. Atkins, the complete natural raw food diet, detox program, the HCG, shoot yourself with a needle of some chemical and then eat only 500 calories for the day.
Right. We've done a lot.
I've done a lot, yeah.
So, during the last 9 months, down 90 pounds. Eating more than you ever have.
More
Eating
consistently,
more.
yeah.
We didn't even use fat burners, did we?
No.
Not a single fat burner.
No.
No magic pill.
No.
We took multivitamin, fish oil.
Fish oil, for sure.
Protein shakes. OptiGreens 50. Still hard to choke down sometimes.
No, they're okay now. I figured out how to do it. Yeah, I figured it out.
Orange juice?
No, well, I use the L-carnitine.
Oh, yeah. The orange
L-carnitine. Yeah.
Orange Sunrise L-carnitine.
Yeah.
Inside of the OptiGreens 50 is delicious.
Yeah, it's really good, yeah.
And we implemented L-carnitine CLA kind of about halfway through.
Yeah, it was just something to try to get the OptiGreens in.
And it definitely helps.
Oh, yeah.
Because, it's got an earthly flavor.
Oh, yeah.
But we're talking foundational health here. We're talking, make sure you get your micronutrients, get your omega-3s in, and then make sure your gut health is in order. The L-carnitine would be the only thing we added in to help with fat metabolism, but really also helps get the greens down a little bit.
Yeah.
We add some sustained assimilation protein shakes to help get our protein in, little snacks throughout the day. And that's really about it. No magic pill. It was literally just foundational health and hard work.
Walking.
And a lot of walking.
Yeah.
That's what people don't want to hear. That's the truth.
I tell people what I do sometimes, and they just shake their head. And you don't have to be crazy, but if you want results, you got to work hard for it.
Yeah.
I went by my bank the other day, and on the wall they had this saying, and it said, "Everybody deserves to grow into their dream." I walked in the bank and I said to the checker, I go, I used to have to work for my dreams. I didn't grow into my dream. When I grew, I was 300 pounds. No, you work for your dream. Yep. You want to work, then it's yours. You don't want to work, then fine. That's your life you choose. Yeah. It's all about whatever decisions you make. And, I made some bad ones for a lot of years. So, but
I think,
now we're on the right track.
Everybody deserves the opportunity to work towards their dreams.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more accurate. And you've absolutely been working hard towards yours over the last 9 months. We still got some room to go,
Oh yeah.
but you're gonna figure out that goal, and then we're just gonna keep it going on the plan.
Yeah.
And I wanted to thank you for coming and sharing your story.
Well, thanks for having me. Thanks for being there.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's things like I'm always going to be here. Hopefully, you're here for a long time too.
That's the plan.
My kids are 4 and 2.
Yeah.
Better see them graduate from Purdue.
That would be.
Hopefully, they go to Purdue.
That would be. Yeah, but I mean, you're really the only one that went down to school of our 3 kids. So whatever they do, they do. It doesn't matter. I much more enjoy, you and your brother and sister, that you guys will work. Mom did most of it, let's be honest. But you guys are great. But the grandkids, they're just a joy. And whenever you see them, you just get happy again.
And now I'd like to say we probably have a lot longer with them.
Yes, certainly hope so.
But hey, thanks for coming.
Yep.
And
thanks for having me.
Hey, YouTube, thank you for watching this. I hope to do more of these in the future. Some of them might be remote through Zoom, but I have plenty of success stories that I want to get to. And so I hope you enjoyed this one. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, leave a comment for what you want to see next, and I'll talk to you all soon.